Oi, oi! I see you're in. I see you at the beach filming. Having a paddle out for a friend that passed away, spreading his ashes out in the surf this morning. Have a great one. Wow. Okay. Everybody's energy out there to the everyday surfer. Chill, Dan. Thank you for coming in, guys. Appreciate yous. Much love. It's a hard thing. Grief. Whew. That's a hard thing to do. It really is. I hope everybody's having a decent week. I've got a load of bloody lessons myself, let me tell you. Jeez. Boy, have I. These glasses look all wonky. I don't know what's going on. They've always been wonky. I've been in there, adjust them, put them on. Yep, great. Come out of there like a week later, wonky. It's like, so I just gave up. I just gave up. Can everybody hear me all right? Am I overpowering or clicking or popping or anything like that? Is it fairly? Because I'm noticing with some things I'm like popping. Like I did some music. Actually, I've just put it out there. I dropped it this morning. I did a singing bowl meditation, and I dropped that this morning. So can everybody hear me? Okay. Um, and it had a little bit of. There's a little bit of. I'm noticing that as the singing bowl sound was coming down a bit, it was like there was like a cut, and I know there's a filter or something for that. I'm buggered if I know. And I noticed that when I'd speed it up and get it louder, it would not do that. Like, and I know I've got like a high pass filter on there. I don't know if there's a low pass filter that maybe I don't know. But I would like to get it where I can play those singing bowls and have it. Once I get figured that out, I'll do a whole set and I'll set it up and mic it and do a proper sound bath. But I want to get it right, and I wanted to do each singing bowl and do like a short period. Put it out there. It's basically a test, I guess. I put it out there on my podcast. So go and check that out and let me know what you think. Throw some headphones on. I ain't even had any tea yet this morning. It's too bloody hot now. Can everybody hear me? Okay, yeah. Because the fact that the comment isn't scrolling, and I don't know what's going on. I see yous on there, but I'm hoping that I'm hoping you can hear me. Oh, cool, you can hear me because you just answered my question. Yeah, mate. My soundboard has got I know I can do it because this freaking thing's a spaceship. It's got everything on there, all kinds of different shit. I've got the Rodecaster Pro. If you want to go and look at that, it's like I'm like freaking scratching the surface, and I'm quite proud of the one I put out there actually because I used my phone with some background sound, and I brought that in. Grom had done he had taken a singing bowl sound of what I did, and when I was playing the Native American flute, and he took those and he mixed them together and put some sound to it, and then he sent it to me in a file. I've got that on there as well, right at the very beginning. So let me know what you think because I'm just playing around with some stuff. I want to get it out there, and then once it gets on I can throw it up on the YouTube. Once it gets out there on the YouTube channel, when I can get all the singing bowl frequencies put out there in a meditation, short meditations, then hopefully that will help bring people in a little bit. I've noticed my numbers have gone to 0. Shit, really? Now one's popped back on again. What's going on? Oi, oi. But how's everybody doing? Everybody doing all right? I feel for you, Adam. I feel for you, matey. Was the fella a surfer? I'm saying fella. Jeez. Was the friend a surfer? I don't know if you can still hear me. But positive energy your way, matey. Positive energy your way. This meditation may help you, and I don't know if you're going to be in a position to be able to do it, but I wanted people to go to a place where they've been having a little difficulty with, whatever that may be. With me this week, it's been frustration and anger. Hey, Russ, what's up, man? Hope you're doing good, dude. Hope you're doing all right, man. I ain't heard you about. Hope you're good. How's the job hunt or going out on your own? How's that going? I'm doing all right, matey. Thanks, matey. Thanks, Cam, for asking. Yeah. It's been kind of trippy this week, and I don't mean like woo. I mean freaking like working on self has been pretty heavy this week. But you know, especially with the anger popping off a little bit. Hope you can hear me because I just realised I had my damn thing wrapped around the mic. Going in a new direction, very happy, dude. You know what, matey? I know of somebody. I'll get back to you, Chill. Sorry, mate. I know somebody. It was this week. And it's somebody that myself and my therapist knows. And I got the message that they were so freaking pissed, like continually unhappy in their job, continually, all just done, making really, really, really good, good money, right? And then stepped out into the unknown, quit. And there's that deer in the headlights thing because there's the safety and, there's all that aspect that's going to, oh shit, smack you in the arse first. But it pushes. I've got clients, that come. The first time I see them, I do free intros. So if you know anybody, guys, because I do it through Zoom. So if you know anybody that could, do some help and wants to stretch out and see things in a different way a little bit, then hey, freaking get them to reach out to me. Because it's a blessing being able to freaking send someone in a different direction and watch it. I'll tell you what. But no, watching the people come on in front of me and then they're like, they get a little bit in, they start finding themselves a little bit, and they're like, don't like my job, and that's it, boom. And I look at them and I'm like, you serious? Yep. You want to commit? Yeah. All right, let's go. Oof, and we work. And I've got people that's gone back into school. There's people that have started to get into. I've got one. I keep in contact with a lot of my guys if they have me around because I'm like a walt. I don't go away too easy. So especially those guys that I've worked with that have pulled it and got themselves out there, I keep them in the loops. And but no, yeah, So well done, matey. It's a scary place to be. I know, when you're freaking all of a sudden you're like, fuck, like what, like that quick, But you can do it. You know what to do. That's what Dan told me. I don't know if Dan's still in here, but that's what he said to me. And it keeps ringing in my head. You know what to do. You know what to do. So it's putting yourself actually into that mindset. You know what to do. I've used it this week, Dan. I shouted you on the podcast, matey, that I dropped last night. I dropped a podcast last night. I shouted you in that because you've come to mind a few times with that. You know what to do. Getting back to Cam, getting back to Chill. Yeah, I've been tested, mate. Been tested. But I'm looking at it like that way now instead of because if we think all the shit that's happening with it, we just get further into a rabbit hole of not being able to get off the freaking hamster wheel. Oh, hey, Marie's in. How you doing, Marie? Hope you're doing good. Everybody say hello to Marie. But no chill, matey. Testing, mate. It's definitely been a bit dodgy as far as the old anger going and stuff, mate. All wrapped around my daughter's, graduation and shit. And yeah. Absolutely. We do it, Marie. We do this by the way, some of you guys have probably met Marie. Great yoga teacher, great yogi. Does Kundalini yoga. We lost our place when COVID came, that horrible word. When the sea came about, I'll try not to say it. And we lost our ashram. Freaking ashram disappeared, which was an absolutely beautiful place. I hadn't actually been there that long. And I was just starting to be in the community. People were recognizing me, talking to me. We'd chat outside. We'd go in. They used to do. They had a kitchen in the back, and after some of the yoga classes, we'd all go back into the kitchen and eat vegan food that they had cooked back there, and it was just community. It was a great community. So when that, when the sea came in and that went away, he was like, "Oh shit!" And then and Marie was part of that community and got trained up and became a yogi. And you got to have this to be able to do it. A lot of people do it and they just do the actions, but it's not that. That's not if you're not there mentally with it and you're not there in your heart with it, you're not going to be able to. The teaching doesn't work. So she's good. So thanks for coming, Maria. Appreciate you. Much love to you. Thanks a lot. Yeah, I know about the anger, man. Yeah, I know about the anger. And I've definitely been definitely been tested over the past just over a week. Definitely been tested, and mine wraps into all freaking paths to it too, and it can. But the wins. It's the wins. Look for the wins. I'm always like, okay. The fact that I was able to turn away there is a win. The fact that I was able to not let something freaking slip from my mouth is a win. It was, and I wasn't seeing them. Like I said in my podcast, I wasn't really seeing the wins. And it was got into therapy and talked to my therapist. And as I was telling her the story, she's like, well, shit, because she knows me better than I know me. It's a tough one, Dan. And when it's that the next level, I don't like that part of me. I can't freaking stand it. Hey, Pippa, Pippa's in. Hey, Pippa, you may know Marie. I'm not sure if you do or not, but say hello to Marie who's in there, and Russell's in here, and Dan, and Chill's in here. There's a bunch of us. Everyday Surfer is about. But cool, that's my first mouthful of tea. That's insane. It's so good, isn't it? When you get that first, it's like, that first mouthful of tea. What? I'm gonna try something today, and I want you to get your feedback on it when we do it. What's the most difficult is when you don't know where the anger is coming from. Right. And that was something that I podcasted it, but that was something that came into play with me when I got into my therapy session, trying to figure it out, because I stopped about 3/4 of the way through the session. I'm like, hold up, because this is how I talk. Because we both start. We're on a different level now with my therapy, and when we start bouncing shit. What about it? What about that? Oh, what's this? And trying to figure it out. And when when Judith said bully, woof, oh, hold up. Oh, man down. It was like, oh shit. Because I didn't have any, there wasn't any, I thought I was going to get really angry because I was actually a little anxious of getting on with my therapist because I knew I was going to be talking about it. And I know it can start triggering shit. And I really don't like that bit of me if I go to that level, because then everything's coming out of my mouth and it's like, blimey, it's not a good scene. Oh, really? Oh, could you, Marie, could you send me some of them? Is it on YouTube? That would be awesome. I've got a couple of books that I want to get into on anger as well, and I want to work on it more. You know, you think you've let go of some of those things like the bullying. You know, I mean, a lot of it's wrapped around bullying, but a lot of it's wrapped around things I didn't even see. You know? But I've, like you said about not allowing, I've actually started to allow. The only trouble is I've got to watch with the allowing, because it can fuel really. Anyway, we'll talk about this after, because we can bring up about the anger if you want, or if anybody else says there's 9 people in here. Holy shit. Get the thumb up, hit the freaking thumb up. 9 people just look like shit. All right, let's go. Build that community. Come on, let's go. Build that up. Thank you. I see the old thumb numbers going up now. Thank you. Let's go, man. Let's get the numbers. Let's get this community building up to where everybody can get something, right? Doesn't cost anything just to tune in a little bit, yeah? And I'm going to try something a little different today. Oh, now I've just lost the thumb. What the hell? Someone's like, who's this guy? Who's this shitbag? Can't understand him. Let's get it up there. 9 in. Let's get this freaking community going. This is what I want to get going, is this. There's 10? No shit. Mine's gone down to 8. You said 10 and I looked and it's gone to 8. Yeah, bullying. Oh, yeah, you know, and that is a different level of bullying there, you know, with cyberbullying. Freaking hell, you know, my daughters have had doses of it and all. But anyway, we'll talk about that. But where I want to go. Oh, I liked when I already. I've done that, Marie. I honestly have done that. Or I've gone to hit an emoji. It could be something really serious. And I've gone to hit like prayer hands, but I might have the freaking laughy face next to it. And my freaking, you know, Mr. Thumbs. Bosh. And I hit it and it's got the freaking laughy face going. I'm like, no, shit. It come in. How do I get it off of there, Mr. Techie? Oh, no, I'm going to get it off. And then I get it. I mean, I do it, but shit, yeah. I'm like, oh, no, the old. But anyway, let's get into some breath work. I know I'm a little bit later, but and we'll talk about the other, the bullying and stuff like that after if you want, and anger and shit. But something I want to try out. I've got the root chakra singing bowl. I think a lot of people need to be grounded a little bit, right? We need a little grounding. I think there's a lot of people not too grounded at the minute, right? And there's a few people in here that I know what I'm getting at, because I know, I talk to all you guys individually as well. So a little bit of grounding, I reckon. So, imagine yourself grounded out and rooted. Keep your feet flat if you can. If you want to lay down, put a towel on or something rolled up underneath your knees so that you can keep your lower back a little flat. Roll up a towel or something, put it underneath your neck so you keep a nice bit of curvature in your neck and you're nice and flat so you ain't uncomfortable. Palms up or arms out, down by your side, palms up, whatever. And if you're sitting, I like to try, and it's kind of difficult in this chair, but I like to try and sit forward a little bit and keep my back straight, head up, buttoning just chin tuck. You guys, that come in here regularly know all this. And then just tucking your chin down a little bit so that you can take that pressure off the spine. Again, palms up, feet flat, 90-degree bend in the knee, flat on the floor. Everybody surfing? Good, man. Good, man. Big shout out, everybody. Push that energy over to Adam, yeah? Let's get some positive vibes going over there. The guy and friends of his and that are out there doing something that is not an easy thing to do. And there's surfers. I don't know much about the person that's they're going out there with, but much love. Anyway, so get yourself grounded out, like I said, and then what we're going to do is I want you to think of something that you're having difficulty with. We're going to bring it into mind and slow the breath down, bring it into mind, and then what I want you to do is see yourself little, young, like a child in that position, and then we're going to be giving that child what it wanted, what it needed, right? So think about something that's been playing on your mind recently, or something that's been like pissing you off with somebody. It could be something that's going on at work, or and you're like, where's that going? And you can lead it back somewhere. Fears, anger, all kinds of different things, right? But I mean, it's something that I've been doing this week with myself and just looking at, where it's coming from and what the kid needed. So just close your eyes down, guys. I'm going to keep mine open just in case anybody jumps in and I can just acknowledge it. But if you want to close your eyes down a little bit, I have the root bowl, singing bowl. And just want you to tune into the sound of the singing bowl as you just bring yourself down into comfort, slowing that breath down, doing all the breathing through the nose. Calming the breath down, calming the mind down, keeping it nice and slow, moving the belly out with the breath in. And then moving that belly button towards the backbone with the breath out, slowing the breath down nice and slow, keeping it nice and steady. Try not to overthink anything right now, just slowing it down. Just being aware of the breath. Right now, just become aware of the breath. Where you feel it, maybe in the body, maybe feeling it in your diaphragm, in your nose, the air. Just tune in to the breath. Now just tune into the sound. Rooting yourself. Putting yourself in a calmer state of mind. As you slow down the breath, you slow down the mind. Relaxation starts to come to the body and the mind. If you find yourself thinking or just kind of spacing out into no man's land, bring yourself back to the breath. Anchor the breath right underneath the nose and just above the top lip. Start becoming conscious and aware of slowing the breath down now. Tuning in with the sound with the breath. Ball of red energy right at the base of the spine, growing, becoming stronger, coming up the spine as you breathe in. Grounding yourself out to the earth. Paying attention to the sound, allowing that breath to become longer, deeper. Keeping the breath out a little longer than the breath in now. Starting to tune into the body and what you feel with the body. A relaxation across the body. You may be feeling a little lighter, maybe even heavier. Becoming aware of your surroundings and what you're sitting on or laying down on. Allowing the breath to take you deeper and more relaxed. Each breath in, pulling that energy up, relaxing the body, rooting yourself out, becoming grounded. And then start bringing to mind something that's been bothering you. Something that you've just been having trouble with lately. Keeping the breath nice and long, becoming aware of the breath as you bring this thought in, so that the breath don't become short and start anxiety. Keep the breath nice and long as you bring the thought to mind. That allows the mind to see that as not a threat or anything that's a problem. Retrain the mind. And slow that breath down even more now, each breath in, becoming a little bit more deeper with the thought that you're having about what may be bothering you or has been bothering you, something that you may have been having trouble with for a while. Certain emotions, just be with the emotions that are there right now. You don't have to react to the emotion. There's no need. You're only in the now. It doesn't exist. It's just you're bringing it to mind. And then what I want you to do is start bringing yourself into as that little child. See yourself standing there, maybe within the situation. Breathing in, keeping that breath nice and long, allowing the details to come in. Just see yourself within the situation as a child. Each breath in, a little bit more relaxed, feeling relaxed, no anxiety. It's all good. You're safe. Surroundings around you is safe. And allow yourself as the adult you to give that child what they were looking for. May have just been a hug, understood, heard, seen, praised, told that you were loved, unconditional love. And allow yourself to embrace the child in you. It's there, right there. Allow yourself to become one with that emotion of that comfort feeling that you feel. Because you've always heard yourself, you just haven't paid attention. Listen to self. Listen to the inner child. What's the inner child crying for? What do they need? What are they looking for? What is something that was left out that is bothering you right now? Give it to the child right now. And then coming back to that breath, allowing the image of a younger self to fade. You may say goodbye, you may give a hug, you may, whatever it is, just allow that image just to fade. Bringing that attention back to that breath. Slowing it down. We're going to take 3 nice long deep breaths in together. And we're going to suspend at the top. And we're going to allow that breath out. We're going to allow any of that negative shit that came up, allow it to go with each breath out, allowing it to go. We're actually going to sigh it out. So we're going to breathe through the mouth outwards. So we're going to nice long deep breath in, suspend at the top, and then I'm going to do it. I'm going to do one first. And we're going to sigh it out and let it go. So I'm going to do one right now. Suspend. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So I'm going to count to 3 and we're going to take that first long deep breath in together, suspending at the top. 1, 2, 3, breath in. Suspend. Sigh it out. Sigh it out. Get rid of it. Sigh it out. It's all that shit. All that accumulated shit. Let it go. Next breath in. Suspend. Take a sip of air. Sigh it out. Sigh it out. Let it go. Let all that shit go. Let that anger go with that sigh out. Allow the earth to take care of that. Breath in. Suspend. Sip. Allow it out. Let it go. Let it go. Come back to regular breathing. Don't overthink the breathing right now. Just allow the mind to relax. Just allow it to come to calmness, stillness. Allow any emotion to release. Any negative emotion, allow it to go. Allow that inner child to be comforted. In a moment, I'll count from 1 to 5 and I'll talk you up out of the meditation. When you hear the ring of the singing bowl right at the end, you just blink your eyes open nice and slowly. Do not rush the process. Those of you who have gone fairly deep, come up out of this nice and slowly. Blinking your eyes open nice and slowly as you bring yourself into your surroundings. And start blinking your eyes open when you hear the singing bowl. And allow the mind, as the sound of the singing bowl drifts, allowing the eyes to just blink open, tune in, and then see where you're at. Just relax. On 1, 2, take a nice, long, steady, deep breath in. And allowing that breath to slowly come out and nice and relaxed. On 3, allowing yourself into your body, into your surroundings, back into the room. On 4, wiggling the fingers and the toes. On 5, allowing the eyes just to blink open nice and slowly, tuning into that sound. Nice and slow. All right. How's everybody doing with that? A little bit different. Something told me to do it. I've gone way deeper with things like that, but on one-on-ones, I go quite deep with that. How's everybody feeling? I've got to drink some tea. My mouth is dry. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody's doing all right with that one. Maybe I should have put a bit of a warning up. Awesome. Awesome. That's that release, man. There you go. You got any tingling or anything going on? Anybody got any tingling or anything going on anywhere? Give me some feedback, guys. Let me know. Let me know what happened there. In the hands? All right. All right. All right. Feel a little fuzzy? Listening to yourself, right? Right. You know, when I went through my therapy session on Thursday, and I was doing fine until I got towards that end when the word bully came up, and I felt myself elevate. And what I do in my therapy sessions, I don't know about anybody else that may be in therapy, but I just start saying now, what the heck is going on? So right. Yeah, the tingling is the breath doing its work. Exactly. My eyes are now helped by the breathing. What's going on with your eyes? I can't remember what I was saying now. I can see I've gone off. La la la. Oh yeah, today, this week, I came out of my session on Thursday, but as soon as my therapy was about 3/4 of the way through, and as soon as she said bully, and I'm like, whoa! I felt a shift. I thought, well, this ain't going. This is going a different direction now. I'm not just like it was like I was just reporting it, kind of. I wasn't really in it, and I've had it where I've been in it, and it starts. I'm replaying the whole thing right there, but I was just kind of reporting it, and I think it was my own mind keeping me in a safe zone. Like, don't go there. But as soon as she said bully, I'm like, whoa, shit. Woof. Like, whoa, hold up. And I started explaining, like, this is what's happening. This is what, and she's like, oh, okay. And then came out of the session. I was all right. And then freaking meltdown. It's like, what? And then the tools. Use the tools. So I just came into this room that I'm in and buried myself in here for probably over an hour, meditating, breath work, and I'd come up and I need more, and I just kept going. And then I got to a point where I'm like, all right, I feel all right now. It's using your tools and relying on the tools. They're there for a reason. But yeah, anger's a dodgy one. It really is. I actually had a therapist once. I was sitting in front of. My wife was out in the waiting room, and I'm sitting in front. My wife will tell you. And I'm sitting in front of this therapist, and I started to go into one, and she went, hang on. And she went out and got my wife because she couldn't calm me down. So like, shit, I know I'm giggling, but it's a part of me that I do not really like it, because then I feel absolutely drained after as well. And it's just not worth it. It really ain't worth it. So anybody else got any feedback on that meditation? Anybody what's going on with anybody else? Anybody got any feedback on that? I've taken people through that and they've come up crying, because it's just like, really, it can really hit home, It can really hit home. By the way, go and check. I just dropped one this morning. I don't know if I can't remember who was in it when I said it, but I just dropped another podcast this morning where I'm actually doing the singing bowl that I was just playing, the root chakra singing bowl. And I did a bit of a meditation on there. It's very short. It's not long at all, but it's just those little breaks where you can just throw it on. It's not, there ain't no such thing as perfection. I took perfection out of my freaking vocabulary a freaking long time ago because it'll kill you every freaking time. So I took that out. I took that out of my freaking vocabulary. Perfect. But yeah, there's a bit of popping in there, and I'm probably going to get some comments. But you know what? I put it. It's okay. If it was bad, I'd be like, oh, I ain't posting that. But you know. Hey, Brittany's in. Everybody say hello to Brittany. Brittany, I've known since she was a nipper. Many years. Really good photographer and really good with plants. Go and check her out on my Instagram and go and look at her page at the plants and that. It's amazing. It's really cool. And it's really cool to see someone grow like that, you know? There's no chance, I can actually sink into this. I wish I could, but I can't get out of this. What some people do. Yeah. I get. Listen, I'm freaking. Listen, matey. I really thought I was a no hope. I really did. I really did. I thought I was. I thought freaking throw away the key. And I slip. I still slip. It's still, like I said, there is no such thing as there's no such thing as perfection. There's no such thing. But it's never know. You listen. It's when I sit there and I tell people that I guide. Because some people don't know the full extent of where I was at, because you're not meant to really talk about it. I call bullshit, but that's awesome. Thanks, Pip. I appreciate that. Yeah, see, Marie, you will chill, mate. It's practice meditation. It's called practicing. It's exactly that, and it's commitment. And when I start going in like I was, when I found myself going into those areas, and it does help. It does bloody help when someone sees it of what you are actually doing, when they know what you would normally do, and then they go, shit. It helps because it's like, oh, okay. Like when my therapist started telling me, oh, freaking win. It could have gone wrong really quick, like really quick. But there was a lot of things that I was doing. I do practice meditation. There's some days that I miss, and when I miss, I had I can't remember if it was this week or last week. It was like a couple of days that I freaking knew I'd missed it. I knew it. I was jittery and freaking, Yeah, I used to just freaking explode, anger, off the charts. No freaking, no tuning in, no looking for anything, no nothing. Now I like to try and go, and then work with it. And like I say, I'm human, I may wear the mala and that, mate, but I'm freaking still a human being. I'm not a monk, and I'm sure even monks, get annoyed, and it's a matter of like what you do with it. And yeah, it could have gone really bad. It could have gone a bit naughty, and it could have gone a bit naughty after the fact too. But it's that, it's me catching on to it, seeing it, becoming aware of it, knowing that, hey, if I step forward this way, that could make that worse. Keeping this keeping this under control. If you want to, hey, Trin's in, my daughter. There's a few people in here today, Trin. There's a few people in here. I don't know if you've met Marie. You know Marie. Say hello to Marie. When we did yoga. Yeah, the old monkey mind. Yeah, horrible. And it'll get the freaking better of you. Yeah. It will get the better of you, that's for sure. I don't know how I have stopped myself a few times. I don't know how I've done it. It's oh yeah, Brittany's in, Trin. Brittany's in here. They all they know each other. But it's a very difficult subject because everybody, I can only talk about my own experiences with my anger and what happens to me and what, I only know. And there's only certain people that have seen family for a start. Trin's seen me there, unfortunately. My wife, my youngest daughter, Gabby's seen me there, unfortunately. It's not a good place because it's scary. It scares them. And all of a sudden they're seeing their dad freaking check out. Hit the thumb up. Yeah, hit the thumb up, guys. I've got 9 in. I've got 9 in here. Hit that there, please. Thanks, Marie. Hit that thumb up and go and subscribe as well and throw me a like and shit. We're doing this every Sunday morning. I nearly didn't do it this week, funny enough. And then I'm like, no, I was gonna but I was gonna take a week. I was gonna take this week off, but then I thought, nah. Now I've gone down one. Look. I've gone down one already. As soon as you go click. What? Yeah. I think as kids we need to see our parents in different moments. It helps us understand that perfection is an illusion and how you bounce back and work through things. Yeah, I tell you, it took me. Hey, Tracy's in. There's a few people in here, Trace, that regulars and a couple of others. I don't know if you know Marie, Trace, our Kundalini yoga teacher. Where's Gabby? Gabby's in here? Oh, my youngest is in here too, apparently. Go and hit that thumb up, guys. Please hit the thumb up. I'll dance. What do you want me to do? Oh, Gabs is on the TV. Oh, okay. All right, cool. Sweet as. All right. So you can still give me the old thumb up. Hit that thumb up, Gabs, if you're on the old box. Hit the old thumb up. Give your old man the old thumb up. Oi. I've got to get the numbers up. And throw this around, guys, please. Get it out there, yeah. And bloody pass it around. Let's build this community up. This is what it's all about. It's just about mixing and everybody, people coming in there and, saying there's something up or whatever. And, being able to have people around and saying, hey, listen, we know we're here. We can help you, been in the same boat or, I've been slapped around a bit this week or right. It's just having that freaking other person to be like, oi, 10 in, 10 thumbs. Shit, yeah. Bring it on. Let's get to 12 people in. Come on. But yeah, it's about that community. It's about building that community and getting people in here that can get some help with some of the meditating and get some help. With a community, hello, just had someone drop, oi. See what I mean? As soon as I say it, bop, Sounds like a cheeky film. I've got to drink some tea. I've had one. This is my only first cup of tea in the morning, and I'll tell you what, freaking having that first cup of tea in the morning is important. But I've let it go a little bit. Let it be going a little bit on the old chill side. Chill. There you go. Public television needs my enthusiasm. Thank you. You know, I tell you what, I don't hardly watch bloody TV much now. It's all YouTube I watch now because there's more on there that I can find that I can't find on bloody regular TV. And I'll tell you what, if you haven't got the Gaia channel, that's a really good channel. Any of you guys out there that are, big into the spiritual side or you're just interested in finding, having a dabble and looking around, Gaia. Great channel. I've had that a while, and I've started watching that a few times here and there again because I haven't really been watching that, and I want to get back into it. I haven't been reading much, what do I say to people? Go read. This guy, right? So I haven't got to. I want to start getting into my reading more as well. Yeah, fire and fire make an uncontrollable blaze. Yep. You be the one in control of your energy. No one can do it for you, I know, right? I know. Yep. Who's that? Chill? Astrum? I've never heard of that. All right. Yeah, I know, mate. Reading, yeah. And I've got so many books lined up. The only trouble is I was talking to my therapist about this because everything I do is like work. It's like hobby bleeds into work because I really enjoy my work, but I'm constantly looking for shit for and all my books are like freaking breaking habits and boundaries and how the brain works and breath work, and it's all related around that. My therapist is like, yeah, you might want to like break it up a little bit with something a bit different. I'm like, yeah, might be an idea. Currently reading Sacred Contracts by Caroline Myers. Myers, is that Myers? I've not heard of that book. I'm reading a Jay Shetty book at a minute. What's it called? Live Like a Monk or something, I think. And I've started this bloody book. It's one of those where I should be halfway through another book now. It's one of those. I put it down, and it's a really, really good book. But I don't know what it is, and I've talked to Ferriby about it. Hey, give me your input. I don't know, but I know when I was in school, I couldn't stand it, probably because around bullying and stuff as well. But I couldn't stand school, and but I actually really love to read. And we're wondering if the freaking we're getting crossover with like looking at it as maybe school and me backing off for it because I love reading, but I keep backing off from it, and I read really slow, so I always get a little bit intimidated by that. But I've got some freaking killer books that are very mind related. I've read some on anger, and I've got a couple more that I've got one on rage that I want to read. Yeah. Where am I? I've lost me bleeding. I've lost me place. Currently reading. Maybe you can do a book club. If your reading bleeds into your work, make a group around a book. I know, right? Yeah. Actually, Russ is doing that. Russ has been doing that. I've never learned to read over. I have memorized all the sounds of the letters. I kind of just mashed them together and say the noise. Hey, listen, man, I freaking I had this friend of mine, great fella, couldn't read or write. And I got on I was in London. We were going somewhere, and I had a girlfriend with me, Baz, the fella, and myself. And I said to my girlfriend, because we had to get on the underground system and that and travel across across the city underground. And it's just like, I guess it's like, no, I've not been to New York City, but I guess it's like New York City, and it's freaking busy as shit. Right? It's crazy, especially when it's like the time of day that we went. It was madness. And I said to my girlfriend, I said, all right, let's get freaking Baz with us, like, you know, and don't take your eyes off him. So we get into a station called Victoria Station. If anybody knows what Victoria Station is like, freaking, again, it's nuts. And you go down there and it's all, you know, it's good to know where you're going, put it that way. And we get to the bottom of the escalator and I look around, he's gone. And I'm like, oh no. And I said to me, going, where's Baz? She's like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, are you kidding me? I'm like, what? And a train had come in on one of the other platforms, which was going in the opposite direction. And I'm like, I bet he freaking went over there. Well, he did. But what he did was he was going in the opposite direction. And he's like, oh, like he ain't with us. So he says to someone, is this going to, I think we were going to Tottenham or something in London, North London. And they're like, no, you need to go in the opposite direction. Oh, shit. So he got off, but he recognized the shape. He told me. I said, how the fuck? Because he got to the damn destination and he come walking up like nothing had happened. Hey, Steve. And I'm like, are you shitting me? Hey, Steve, dude, where the fuck did you like? And he's laughing. And because I was looking for him, I was like, oh no. And then I had to call me mate and go, lost Baz. And he's like, what? Like where we were going. And he had turned up there. And so I said to him, where did you get? How the hell did you get back? And he goes, oh, dude, he goes, I recognize the shape of the V, the shape of it. He was like, I was looking out the window and I knew the shape of and he's like, I knew to get off there. And then I think he asked, or he just walked to, he's like, I had to go in the opposite way. So I just walked. I'm like, holy shit, man. Yeah. Yeah. The London Underground is a total killer. It's madness, right? And it helps if you know where you're going. Like when you're going for a job, you know, when you're going for a job. If you're going for a job interview and you're already nervous and you've got to go across London on the underground system, you're going to be shitting your pants by the time you get to by the time you get to your destination. Holy shit, man. Madness under there. But I've been many a time with my mate Davey Boy, who freaking knows London like the back of his hand. I mean, I always, if I know someone that's going over there, I'm like, you need to hook up with my mate Davey Boy, and he'll fucking take you around a bit. And I follow him because he knows it. And it was, what was really funny was the year I went back when everything had changed, like London Bridge had all changed. Because it used to get off at London Bridge and to change. I don't know if anybody knows London Bridge Station, but to change, the old station used to get off and used to go up and over like a bridge. And it'd have all the train up there, what was coming in, what was going out and shit. And then you could just walk to your platform on this bridge, to your different platforms. Now it's all under freaking ground. I didn't know. And my mate, we get off at London Bridge and he goes, come on. He goes down. I'm like, where are you going? I'm like, where's the freaking? And he's like, oh, no, mate. Dude, that's like, there's a city under like London Bridge now. It's mad. It's madness. And it goes down to like street level. And it's like, you know, you think you are it, but you're not. You're up. You're raised up when you're up on the platforms. And when you go down, it's just all underneath. It's crazy. But I was lost as shit. I was lost as shit in my own city. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Oh, yeah, man. Yeah. But how's everybody doing? What's everybody's PPA for the week? Anybody got any good, anybody going to make some progress in a direction somewhere? Anybody got any plans going forward? Goals they want to reach? Because we're coming up towards the hour mark, and I'm going to be, you know, if anybody hasn't got anything to say or anything to bring into the convo, then I'll start shutting it down. I hope everybody has a great week. And remember, Monday's coming. trying not to, I know it's hard, but trying not to bring the negatives into the mind. Think of it as something to where you're going to be learning. It's an unknown. You don't know it. It's an unknown. And remember that, when you're in those moments, when you're getting a bit like, what's going on? Tune into that inner child. See what that inner child's looking for. What do they need? Right? This week I'm focusing on preparing for a vacation this upcoming week. Working in the garden a bit today. Yeah, the weather ain't been too bad here. We got some clouds coming in as I say that, but no, it's not been too bad. It was a little cooler the other day, which is kind of weird. Going into June. Right? But no, man. Okay, guys. I love each and every one of you. Hope everybody has a decent start to their week. I'm always available. I'm out here. Yeah. You can get a hold of me across any of the freaking platforms if you want to get a hold of me. If you want to show me some love, okay, freaking show me some love too. I'm all about that. I'm always open arms and a hug. So loving each and every one of you. Pass me around. Keep coming to the Sundays. Bring someone with you. Bring a friend with you. Get them involved. Get them, maybe they want to get involved in something or just have that community around them a little bit. Maybe feeling a little lost, just bring them on. It's a no. I don't know where Grom is. I don't know where Grom is, but yeah. See you on the gram. I think you said Grom, right? Right. I think it's Grom. I hope it is, and I'm not just insulting something. Jeez, Lord. But I hope everybody has a great week. Remember, if your feet hit the ground, you're winning. If you're getting up in the morning, you're getting in the shower, even though there's those things that you're going to be facing that you don't really want to be facing, you're winning. You're winning. Every single time you're moving forward, even into those places that are a little bit scary and you're fearing. That's where the big wins are coming from, because now you're going to start training your mind into a different direction to where your mind ain't going to pick up on a negative when it sees that. It's going to start focusing on the positive. Just a matter of keep doing it. Keep pushing forward. And let that negative energy move away from you and let it go. Okay? Get feet on the ground. Namaste, everybody. Oh, the gram. I've got it now. Instagram. Freaking, I'm like la la land. Anyway, loving each and every one of you. Take it easy, everybody. Namaste. I'll see you next week.